Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. Yeah, it's going to be one of them ones. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. So, as you guys know, about 3 years ago, there was a lot of hype surrounding the Los Angeles Lakers because of an offseason acquisition that they made when they acquired one Russell Westbrook. Now, prior to them acquiring Russell Westbrook had come off averaging yet another triple-double for the Washington Wizards. So when the Lakers made the move, everybody reacted to it positively, right? Odds makers gave them the second best odds to win the title, or second or third best odds to win the title, the best odds to come out of the Western Conference. You have people like Kendrick Perkins, who I'm going to get to in a minute, who actually predicted the Lakers that year would win over 70 games. People were losing their minds because they thought that this team was going to be good. And some of the people included players on that team, including LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook himself. But some of us out here were like, bro, are you sure this is going to work? And the primary reason a lot of us had questions about whether or not that compilation of players was going to work was because of LeBron James and Russell Westbrook. They kind of did similar things. Obviously, LeBron did it at a higher level, more efficient level. So many of us felt like that would be an issue. And then once Russell Westbrook got to LA, man, it was just I hadn't seen anything like it. The entire sports media just collapsed on him. And every little fault became every little fault for the team became Russell Westbrook or Frank Vogel's fault. They took all the blame to the point where you had people like Charles Barkley calling out the media like, y'all are making this entire thing about Russ and Frank Vogel. And you had people like Shannon Sharp feasting on the bones of Russell Westbrook as he was getting demolished on the day. Shannon Sharp spent a good year alongside Skip Bayless roasting. Don't be feeling too bad for Shannon. He didn't had a part to play in the demise of some other dudes, and Russ was one of them, right? Skip was putting together lowlights and all kind of stuff, right? So you had that go down. Then it got to the point where we started to notice like the team was starting to pull away from Russ. Reporters like Dave McMenamin started releasing stories about Russell Westbrook being compared to a locker room vampire. A blood-sucking vampire, right? That was one of the reports coming out. And then Russ obviously got very defensive with the media. It got to the point where Russell Westbrook's wife called out Skip. Don't we all want a wife like her? A woman that rides with you so much that she's not going to tolerate the slander, right? It just got really, really bad. And ever since Russell Westbrook left that team, first he was cut. He was traded to the Utah Jazz by the trade deadline. Then they waived him, and then he was signed by the Clippers, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. So Russell Westbrook, before getting to the Lakers, he was a guy averaging a triple-double and a max player. By the time he was done playing with LeBron, he was a mid-level exception guy. And his reputation had been totally destroyed. But little did people know, and maybe Russ know, just how far he would fall ever since his fallout from LeBron. So I came across some sound here today of some things that Kendrick Perkins, who used to be teammates with Russell Westbrook with the Thunder, revealed. And how he was giving Russ basically the warning like, yo, bro, you could be in serious trouble. And he dates all the way back to the year where he joined the Lakers. Take a listen to Kendrick Perkins here.
Do we realize that training camp started and Russell Westbrook is not on the roster?
I'd like to believe that that's by choice. He's waiting for the right opportunity or the one.
I believe that's not by choice. Now, let me say this. This very situation, this moment right here that we're in, Russell Westbrook not being on the roster, is what hurt me and Russell Westbrook personal relationship. Because on sometime 3-4 years ago, when he was on the Lakers roster, okay, And reports came back to me from general managers around the league, and I said it on television, that, hey, man, Russ got to be careful now. The rumor is word around the league is that if he don't be careful, temper it down, he might find himself out the league. Okay? This is what I said. After that, I get a long paragraph from his wife, Nina. She reads me her rights, or thought she did. I thought you would never turn your back. After that, our relationship was over with, right? Because then my wife get involved. They go back and forth because I ain't doing nothing but doing my job. And I'm not killing Russ, right? I'm not killing them. These are reports. But here we are, right? At this very moment where Russ opted out of his last year with Denver, right? He opted out. He had a player option. The only team that had interest from reports is Sacramento. And here we are starting the season, and Russell Westbrook is not on the roster. Do I believe he should be? Absolutely. I think he should be on the Milwaukee Bucks right now. I really do. But the reality is that for the first time in probably the last 15 years, Russell Westbrook is not on a roster. Crazy.
So you heard what Kendrick Perkins had to say. What people don't seem to understand is that LeBron is a media darling, right? He's a media darling, and the media will protect him at all costs. And if it means trashing his teammates, so be it. If it means trashing his coaches, so be it. All in the name of protecting one LeBron James. And that's exactly what happened. Players, for whatever reason, like to run and play with LeBron. And the question I have for the audience is, what LeBron teammate has had their reputation enhanced by playing with him? What teammate that after they played with him had their reputation enhanced? I'm trying to think. I can think of teammates that have had their reputations destroyed and been made the punching bag by the media. I can give you a few names. Chris Bosh, to the point where he was being called Bosh Spice. Dwayne Wade to a certain extent, but they didn't try so much with D Wade because he was a bad boy. Although they try to blame some of the shortcomings in Miami on him. Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving, they just stopped short of calling him a nut job. Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook, Luka Doncic. Y'all didn't notice the pattern with Luka? Luka went from being a guy that was in the NBA Finals to a guy that's fat, lazy, out of shape, needs LeBron to show him how to do pull-ups and sit-ups. Do you notice a pattern? Do you notice a pattern? And now you can see what happened with Russell Westbrook. He's currently outside the NBA. And the turning point was when he joined the Lakers. Because everywhere else he's been, they loved him. They loved him in Denver. Nikola Jokic wanted him. They loved him with the Clippers. They loved him over there. It's only in LA. Only in LA. I wonder why. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. And we'll catch you guys on the next show. Peace.